Hello you guys, and welcome back to this week's What's for Dinner. If you are new here, my name is Missy and we do What's for Dinner every single Sunday morning. So I hope you will subscribe and stick around and join our YouTube family. Also, don't forget to go down in the comments and let me know what you guys made this week for dinner that you absolutely loved. I am so excited for this week's What's for Dinner because I have two recipes that I am so excited to share with you guys, and I hope you will try them out. Also, in this week's What's for Dinner, Brooklyn is going to be making dinner one night, so I'm so excited to share that with you guys. But as for now, let's just hop into today's video. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and let's get started. So first up, I want to share a little tip with you guys. I know I have shared this quite a few times, but if you're new here, this is a tip that I like to use in the kitchen. When you are using your hamburger meat smasher tool, if you spray it with some nonstick cooking spray, the meat will not stick to it. I know that's an issue with those, so that is just a little trick that I always like to share with you guys. And then also you will see my can opener. Y'all, I talk about this can opener all the time, and you guys are probably like, oh my gosh, be quiet about your freaking can opener. It's just a can opener. But I'm literally obsessed with this thing because the kids can use it, I can use it, anybody can use this can opener, and it's absolutely amazing. I always have it linked in my Amazon store, which is always linked down in my description box. So anyways, we are just making sloppy joes this night and some french fries. Super easy. Y'all know I'm really big on just get dinner on the table. I am not the type of person to judge you for what you are cooking for dinner, what you've made for dinner, but if you have kids and you're a busy mom or a busy dad, getting dinner on the table is the biggest thing. So none of my recipes are super crazy complicated. They're all mostly quick and easy, budget friendly. That's what I'm really big on. So anyways, like I said, we made sloppy joes this night, and then I'm just making some of these Great Value seasoned fries. If you have never tried these, they are so good. Y'all know I'm like really big into like Great Value potato wedges. They're french fries. They're all so good, and they're super affordable. So here I'm just making the kids plates, just some french fries. They all of course wanted ketchup, and then you just put some sloppy joe mix on a hamburger bun. If you've never had sloppy joes or you're from a different area and that's like not a thing, this is what sloppy joes are. I like to add cheese to mine, and then also game changer, if you put pepper on top of your ketchup, it is life-changing. I know so many of you guys have started doing this and you're like, oh my gosh, it's so amazing. So if you've never tried that, make sure you do. It is so good. But this was dinner on our first night. So on this second night, this is one of the two recipes I was telling you guys about that I love so very much. This is squash casserole, cheesy squash casserole. This is so easy and so good. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'm just taking 4 squash and I'm slicing them. I'm putting them in a skillet. I'm going to boil them until they are nice and soft. And then we are going to be moving on to making oh, and I wanted to tell you too, I'm so sorry. I wanted to let you guys know too to just make sure your water is covering your squash so they all get nice, evenly boiled and soft. But now we are going to be making fried pork chops to go along with this. If you've never had fried pork chops, you're totally missing out. It's so good. So I'm just taking some flour in one bowl and I'm going to be adding my seasoning. Now I like to use Cavender's and Tony's. If you guys like to use any kind of different seasoning, you totally can. The amount of seasoning that you're going to use is totally up to you. If you don't like it so seasoned, you don't have to do that. I'm also going to be making an egg wash in another bowl, and I just used about 4 eggs and probably about a 1/4 cup of milk, and then I just whisked that together really well. And then all you're going to do is take your pork chops and you're going to put them in the flour, then in your egg wash, and then back in the flour, and then into your deep fryer or your skillet with oil, whatever you are using to fry your pork chops. It's super easy and really simple, and it's just so good. So now moving back to the squash casserole, once that squash is nice and soft, I have just drained all that water out and it's just sitting in a strainer right now. I'm taking some butter, half a stick of butter, some diced up onion, and then 1 can of cream of chicken soup. You guys are going to see me take something out of the skillet, and it's those those chicken chunks. I cannot stand those in the cream of chicken soup. They're so gross to me for whatever reason, and I just don't like them. But in this recipe, I do like to use cream of chicken soup. Also, right here, I have just added half a sleeve of Ritz crackers, the Great Value version, of course. But later on, I end up taking the rest of that sleeve and using an entire sleeve of crushed Ritz crackers. And then it's just some salt and pepper, some cheddar cheese that you're going to add. You're going to mix all of that together, and then you're going to pour it into a baking dish. And then I like to top mine with some more cheese, and then you just bake it at 350 for about 12 to 15 minutes. You're kind of just making sure that cheese is nice and melted because everything is already warm up in your skillet, so you're not really cooking anything, if that makes sense. If you guys do not try any recipe from this video, you must try this. It is so delicious and so good. It's great for cookouts, get-togethers, whatever. And so, like I said, this is our fried pork chops that we served with it, and the kids absolutely love it. It's so good. The next night, Brooklyn is making dinner, and she is just making some hamburger helper. And you guys, I just wanted to share this with you because she filmed this herself, and she cooked dinner all by herself this night. So I just wanted to throw this in here. She is making Stroganoff hamburger helper because it is one of our favorites. Like I have mentioned before and mentioned in this video, you guys do not have to be some gourmet chef to get dinner on the table. We are just busy trying to get food on the table, and so Brooklyn was super helpful this night and cooked up some hamburger helper for everybody, and I'm super thankful for her. Always get your kids in the kitchen. It is a great way to get them to learn some responsibility and have some life, you know, hacks or anything like that. Always get your kids in the kitchen. I'm really big on that. So anyways, we're having some hamburger helper this night. So on this night, we are making ravioli casserole. This is so simple and this is so delicious. This is one of the kids' absolute favorite dinners, and like I said, it's so easy. So I just have 1 pound of ground beef that I have browned up. I added some garlic and some onion powder to that, probably about a teaspoon, I would say, a little bit more, a little bit less. And then all I'm going to do is drain that hamburger meat. I'm going to add 2 jars of spaghetti sauce and get that all nice and warmed up. And then I will show you the next part. So now we are going to start laying our casserole dish. Of course, it has been greased or sprayed with some Pam or nonstick spray. So first I'm just going to lay the sauce and meat mixture down. And then these are the raviolis we like. They're the cheese ravioli by Great Value. You can just find them in the freezer section at Walmart. So now I'm just going to open these up. Let me tell you something, y'all. I could not get these open to save my life. I finally just took a knife and sliced them open. So then I'm just going to layer these raviolis in here. And then I'm just going to layer some more sauce and then some mozzarella cheese. And then you just layer some more ravioli and then some more sauce. And then you're going to finish with some mozzarella cheese. And then I'm just going to stick this in the oven and I'm going to bake this for 30 minutes at 400 degrees just to make sure everything is nice and cooked, because your raviolis have not been cooked. They are frozen. So to make sure they're nice and cooked, I did 400 degrees for about 25-30 minutes. You can check it, you know, in between. I always say don't walk away from your oven because every oven cooks differently. So what works for my oven may not work for yours, but try that out and just see how it works. And then, like I said, just keep checking on them. I have a new favorite ranch dressing recipe that I want to share with you guys. I used to share my ranch recipe, quote unquote, with you guys all the time, but now I have a new one that I absolutely love even more. So all it is 1 cup of milk, 1 cup of Duke's mayonnaise. If you've never had Duke's mayonnaise, you're missing out. It is so good. It's such a game changer. There's just something so different about it. And then you're going to add about, I would say, half a teaspoon of garlic and onion powder and 1 packet of the Hidden Valley ranch dressing mix. And then the game changer is cayenne pepper. If you do not like anything spicy, just use a tiny bit of it and it's just going to give you a flavor. If you like more spice to your ranch or you like spicy food, I add quite a bit of cayenne pepper and the kids still eat it and the kids still love it. It's not too spicy for them. I say I would add about a teaspoon to a teaspoon and a half. So anyways, that is what dinner looked like. Made some cheesy breadsticks as well. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give this video a big thumbs up. It really helps me out. Please don't forget to subscribe, share it with your friends and family, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.